Hey everyone, Ash Easy here, and Season of the Splicer is upon us. We got Fallen Babies, a whole lot of new content, and in this video I'm going to go over the new Override activity and the various upgrades and unlocks for it. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe as it helps my videos get seen by more people. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's get into mods first. All the new mods are based around dropping wells. You drop wells based on getting kills with the mod equipped. Each elemental well will provide a different buff to the person who picks it up. This can range to just general melee boosts or getting more ability energy for the person who's picking up the well. Your Splicer Gauntlets can be upgraded as well. This should look pretty familiar to you if you've played the last seasons. You get decrypted data from doing the activity or from your weekly challenges, and then you can use them to unlock different upgrades onto your gauntlets. The gauntlets are a lot more free flowing this season, and you don't really feel like you're going to end up behind if you choose the wrong thing. The only one I would recommend picking up is Ether Purifier, as it just helps you get more ether quicker, which is important. You also have a slew of bounties available for you during this season, just like previous ones. If for some reason you have an absolute dire need to farm bounties. Your Umbo engrams are unlocked much like the previous season, where you have to complete a challenge before you can start focusing into them. One thing you will note is to focus, you also have to use decrypted data. So much like upgrading your gauntlet, it uses the same currency. This also means that you're not limited to only being able to rank up a certain amount of times a week, as you get decrypted data at the end of an override activity if you open the override cache, which requires an ether key. You get ether keys by infusing the gauntlet with ether from your quest menu. We have a variety of different engrams that you can focus into, from the splicer ones, to the future war cult weapons. Additionally, we also have the Splicer Triumph seal. So this looks pretty simple. There's still 2 secret triumphs. I'm not sure if that's going to relate to the Vault of Glass or what, but I'm sure we'll find out about those soon enough. Now, onto the actual activity. So, Override is pretty simple in terms of an activity. You kill Vex and pick up motes. Override really feels like an amalgamation of almost every seasonal activity they ever made, but took the good parts of each one and made a pretty dang awesome one. When I started, I was worried because I initially thought it was just going to be deposit the motes and be done with it. But the portal to the Vex opened, and wow, the artwork, the sound, the music, it just all fits so well with the narrative this season. And hats off goes to Bungie for that. Once you enter the portal, you'll be met with a jump obstacle course. But if you unlock one of the upgrades in the gauntlet, it lets you open up a path and bypass everything. At first, I thought this was going to give me a different path with different traps, but no, it just lets you go around all those hard to dodge lasers. Once you get through the jump puzzle, you'll head straight to the boss fight. To kill the boss, it's fairly simple. You just damage the boss and he flies away. Kill the champion and shoot the cubes. Return to the boss and reburn the boss. Once the fight is over, 2 chests will spawn. These are the chests we talked about earlier. Normal chests can be opened all the time. They don't have any ether or key requirements. Then the funky Tron-looking chest can be opened with an ether key. The Tron-looking chest can have any seasonal weapon, any seasonal armor, and can also drop decrypted data. So you can farm out all your upgrades to your gauntlet if you want over the course of the coming weeks without having to worry about weekly lockouts. Overall, the activity is really fun, and I am enjoying it. We're going to be getting a couple more different override locations with different boss fights. And I feel that as of right now, the season is shaping up to be pretty good. For a seasonal activity, I think it really hits the stride on being a decent activity, but not feeling like a menagerie where if it goes away, I'm going to miss it too much. It's still fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not like the menagerie where it felt like a mini raid. The match time for Override typically takes about 12 to 15 minutes to complete, and overall, it's like I said, it's fun. The weapons this season seem to be pretty good too, with a lot of different things. Like in this video, I'm using the exotic pistol, which is Stasis. For the future for War Cult weapons, I find they're hit or miss. I don't seem to be doing too well with them, but maybe I'm just bad. Anyways, that's it for my overview of the override activity in the Gauntlet. If you do like the content, feel free to like and subscribe, as let me know it lets me know that you enjoy the videos, and it also lets people actually see them. So thank you, and I'll be making more videos in the future.